Hey guys, welcome. Today we have something super exciting. I know a lot of you are here and you're watching on all of our different channels. And the hook here, the lead was, there's a better way to get leads than PPC. And just to clarify for all of my friends out there that do run PPC companies, we're not saying PPC is bad. In fact, we're going to give you a better spin on that today. But we definitely want to talk about, something for the people that don't have those big 20, 30, $40,000 budgets to run on PPC today. So got my friend Michael Walsh here. We are super excited to talk about some alternatives to really make sure that we are getting the absolute best leads out there for your business in 2025 so that we can all work together and grow. And Michael, thank you so much for jumping on today, man. I really appreciate it. I know you're coming here today to just really over deliver the value.
Absolutely, David. Thank you so much for the intro.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Cool. So let's talk about leads and kind of where they come from and like some alternatives and some things that people can be doing.
Absolutely. So you mentioned the PPC thing, and we actually are very pro PPC.
Yes.
So that's a big part of what we do is PPC. And so, if you're thinking, this is, oh no, PPC is bad. No, PPC is great. And that's part of our plan. But what we're going to do is, like David said, is I'm going to walk you through some different value. And then I'm going to share my screen, show you some different things. And I'm going to walk you through how you can do it without, maybe you've seen budgets like David said, really high budgets.
Dude, I've got a friend that's $180,000 a month.
That's insane. That's crazy. I've seen some $100,000 budgets, but that's.
And also, let me say this, like I have a lot of experience with you guys. When we ran Nationwide Property Liquidators, you ran all of our internal PPC. So I know that, that one of the reasons that we're bringing you on is because I know that your company freaking delivers. But still, even I was running $30,000 a month, 25 to 30,000, and I was still getting leads that were they were junk leads, right? But
it happens.
I mean, it's impossible to not have realtors and wholesalers, clicking the link and doing all that. So, let's really talk about, another way to do this. That's kind of a backdoor to PPC where we can still get those great leads.
Yeah. So today, what I'd like to do is I'd like to just kind of dive in to the presentation. Are you good with that?
Let's go.
Awesome.
You can share your screen and
go ahead and
show everybody what we got.
Let me pull that up here. And if you want to just throw that out on the screen there.
There you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
So today I'm going to talk about how to get motivated seller leads that are ready to close, where you can be on the phone in the next 5 minutes. And that's not a joke when I say the next 5 minutes, because, a lot of times we think about PPC, for example, as we've been talking, and PPC, you set up these campaigns and we do it. We have an agency side to our business where we run PPC, but it's $1,400 a month starting out on the management side. And then we say, hey, you need to be doing a minimum of $5,000 a month towards your budget.
Right.
And it takes time. Like, it's not like in the next 5 minutes, you can just jump into a marketplace and start buying leads. And so what we have is we have an option where for people who are not ready for PPC, but they want PPC quality leads, they can go ahead and jump in and start buying those and be on the phone in the next 5 minutes. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through this, and I'm going to do it without talking about you running ads, without you having to run ads, without you having to hire a team of cold callers, without you having to drive all over town and look for people that forgot to mow their lawn or people that have a shutter falling off. So we're going to just get rid of that concept today. We're not going to focus in on that stuff. Does that sound good to everybody? If I can get some ones in the chat and stuff, and just to make sure everybody's here. And when you throw in that one, if you guys could also for me throw in, because I just like to see where people are from and what they're doing. So where are you from? What market are you in?
Okay.
And how long have you been doing this?
Nice.
Like it's really good. Like, this can be for beginners, and this can be for people. We have people on our platform that have been doing this for years, have been in the industry for years, and have been closing deals, and they just like buying it when they're ready to go.
Yeah.
So if you guys can throw that into the chat. And so before I get rolling and stuff, what I want to do is I just want to talk about some of our thousands users we have thousands of users, and they have had great success with our model and the way we do things. And the big question for the day is, why not you? And so Yellowfin Properties, $50K in wholesale fees. Wow. We've got Noah Clark. He did his first deal with us, and it was literally his first deal he purchased from us. So people are always talking, the call rate. And what are you seeing actually in the industry right now as the call to close rate?
Man, it really depends where the lead comes from. If it's, direct mail, it could be, RJ Bates is like as much as 1 in 50, cold calling 1 in 30, PPC, PPL, those can be better, 1 in 10 to 1 in 15, 1 in 16, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually what we're seeing is that 1 in 16, but we also, or 1 in 10, depending on if you go exclusive or if you go non-exclusive. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But basically the cool thing about it is that we have people that are closing on their first deal. And you can see that here. Like we see this all the time. And then we have another platform. We have a Dispo platform, and Casey sold 2 of her deals in 2 days on our Dispo platform. And there's thousands of others that are doing the same exact thing, and they are loving it. And so today, that's what we're literally going to be diving into.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, so I want to share a bunch of stuff with you guys today. But at the end, like David said, we're going to go through everything. And then at the end, I'm going to give you 2 options. You have an option to sign up and pay for something today, or you can sign up and not pay for anything. Sound good, everybody? Give me a yes or a yes on that one.
Yeah, it's free or free. Which one do you want?
Exactly. So, and some people are just like, hey, I just want to do it one by one. I don't want a big package. I just need to get rolling. And if that's for you, then that's what we want to do with you. But one of the things I want to do for everybody who signs up today is everybody who signs up and is basically here today and says, hey, I'm going to sign up for a free account or a paid account. Doesn't matter to me. If you sign up for a new account, then you will be getting $100 in lead credits on me, because I believe time is money. So I don't want to waste your time today. And so if you sign up, you're going to automatically get that $100 added to your account.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. So we'll make sure everybody is taken care of. Now, so if you're here today, and let's see here in the chat here, we got, what do we got here today? Do we have fix and flippers? Do we have mainly wholesalers?
Yeah, I'm going to say mostly wholesalers. Yeah, okay, 100%.
Cool. Perfect. So if you're here today, then you've probably tried this or at least looked into trying this stuff. So bandit signs. Who in here has tried bandit signs? Give me some thumbs up.
Oh my gosh. I've done thousands of bandit signs.
and sometimes you show up in the bandit signs in like a million pieces because the city just mowed right over it. The guy didn't even take it out. I've had that happen to me multiple times on bandit signs. Driving for dollars. We drive around. We're looking for somebody that didn't mow their grass, and come to find out they just didn't feel like mowing their grass. They didn't really want to sell their home.
Yeah.
Downloading lists. This is the popular one. Everybody, it's cheap, point to entry. They download a list and then they hire a cold caller, or they do it themselves, and they spend a lot of time. And I already said time is money. That's what I believe. Hopefully everybody in here believes that too, because that's what's going to really help you to grow in this business. And then some people have even gone as far as to try ads themselves, spend a bunch of money on ads. And then they went forward and they even hired an agency. They've paid $2,000 plus ad spend. And like David said, he's got a friend who's doing $180,000 a month in ad spend. That's just like astronomical. And most of you are sitting there going, man, if I could just do 100, 1,800, if I could just do a tenth of that, or 1% of that, I would be happy. So we've been there. We know what it's like. I've been in the industry for 5 years now. I've seen people try all of this stuff, and I'm going to throw that all out the window today. So that's not what we are focusing on. So I had to just get that out of the way, just saying, nope, we're not going to focus on this. We're going to focus on something called PPL today. It's called pay per lead. Now, iSpeed to Lead is not only the first PPL in the industry, but I believe that we're the best option when it comes to helping investors like you get guaranteed motivated seller leads faster. And here's why. There's 2 reasons to this. And I'll dive into our platform a little bit later. But one reason is that we have a one-of-a-kind marketplace. It's not that, you sign up and pay us, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, and we just send the leads to you. We can do that. We have that as an option. And you can pick the type of leads, how many bedrooms, how much land, all this and that stuff. You can do that kind of stuff, and you can sign up and we'll just send them to you. You don't even have to get in our marketplace. But we also have a marketplace where you can go any time of the day and say, okay, I'm ready to start calling, and you can start purchasing leads right then and there.
And
then,
what I love
yep.
about that, I didn't mean to cut you off, Michael.
Oh,
What I
no, you're
love
fine.
about that is they're just, when I was running Nationwide Property Liquidators, there were times where like I'm gone for a week or a month, right? And I had to stop the PPL or stop the direct mail or stop the bandit signs, whatever it was. And or like I would run some type of marketing and get a ton of leads, and then there was more than I could handle at one time. And then now I've got to stop doing what I'm doing. And so I love that it's like on demand leads. It's the greatest thing.
Yeah. And I've been in marketing. I'll talk about this in a second. I've been in marketing for over 20 years now. And I have been in so many businesses where we turned on marketing campaigns and we got things going and they literally said, shut it off. Because they just couldn't handle the flow. They were new, they were startups. And so when you're starting up, it's really good to have that place where you can just go and say, hey, I'm going to turn on the leads. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to turn off the leads. And then best in industry when it comes to money back guarantee. We have 2 money back guarantee options. On the free plan, we do 21 days, which is 3 times what our competitors do. And so it gives you some time to follow up on that lead, reach out to that lead, get a hold of that lead. And you don't have to be stressed like, oh my gosh, I can't, if I don't get a hold of them, I got to get my money back. Like you don't have to be stressed. We let you go carefree on that a little bit more. And then we have a 60-day for anybody who's on a paid plan, they get a 60-day money back guarantee, which is almost 10 times our competition at 7 days. Yeah. So money back guarantee, we have the best in the industry. I haven't seen one better out there. The boring numbers. So here are some of the boring numbers about us. This is not counting our agency accounts. So when you look at our numbers in basically the past 24-ish months, we've done over $6 million in ad spend. We have brought in over 250,000 motivated seller leads, and we're bringing in 10,000 leads every single month. And we've had tens of thousands of deals closed, contracts, all that kind of stuff has happened just from our platform alone. And millions of dollars have been made by our thousands of users. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I won't bore you too much with the information, but I'm a husband. I'm a father. You can see there, that's my family at a Cincinnati Reds game. We are from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, nice.
So pop in the room wherever you're from. But yeah, we love baseball. One of our things that we started doing, whether it be minor league games or major league games, is we started going to different games every time we go to a city. And we take a picture like this, and then we get the ball. And then what we're going to do is we're going to frame the ball with the picture in the back.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, come to Chattanooga. We have the Lookouts there.
Okay, cool.
They're a great team.
Yeah, we love, actually, minor league games sometimes are way more fun than major league. They're just so much more fun. I'm head of affiliate partnerships here at iSpeed to Lead. I've been doing business and marketing for over 20 years, and I've been in the REI coaching space for the past 5 years. So I actually was brought into this space. I was actually doing some work with ClickFunnels. I was at an event for them, speaking at an event, and I had somebody that was in the REI space. He was doing some coaching, and he had his own business, and he said, hey, can you look at my funnels? And I kind of got hooked on real estate, and I haven't gotten out since. And it's almost 6 years now, so that gets to change very soon. All right. Can I go ahead and get some yeses, some ones, if we are ready to get rolling? Because I'm going to actually dive into the stuff. It's going to be fast, and I'm just going to move quick. Are you good with that, David?
I'm good with that, guys. If you are watching, let's see some comments out there. Let's, as a speaker, you love to see that and know everybody's paying attention. So definitely throw those in.
Cool. Awesome. So today I'm going to talk about 3 things. I'm going to talk about how you can stop wasting time and money on the wrong leads.
Got it.
And there are wrong leads out there. So, and when I say that, you'll see what I'm saying, because I'm kind of hooking you there, but there are wrong leads. We're going to talk about why some investors are crushing it and others are not. And then we're going to also dive into the most important factor. Once you get leads dialed in, this is going to be the most important factor that you need to focus on inside of your business as a wholesaler, as an investor, as anybody that is going after motivated seller leads. So the first thing that we're going to dive into is how you can stop wasting time and money on the wrong leads. I want to get something straight here, and I'm sure you see this all the time, David. Do you see where there's leads coming in and people are like, oh, I've got all these leads, but they're really not truly motivated seller leads? Do you see that?
Absolutely. And we've experienced that ourselves, 100%.
Yeah. So a lot of times people use the word lead for a prospect, or even what's not even on this list right here, which is a suspect. And so that's somebody that you suspect might be interested. So that's that person with that lawn that has overgrown, and you're driving around and you see it and you're like, They might be interested in selling. That does not make them a lead. But I know so many people who put that person into their business and they're like, yeah, that was a bad lead. No, that's not a bad lead. That's not a lead. And so many people spend so much time on suspects and prospects. Somebody that doesn't mow their lawn is somebody that either doesn't have a lawnmower, their lawnmower is broken, they don't like mowing lawns, or they're just like, whatever, and they don't care. So that's not something that makes them a lead. What we do is we try to focus in on getting quality motivated seller leads, people that have raised their hand, that have said, yes, I want an offer. And then they've taken action by going through a process. They don't just put in their name, email, phone number, and address. They actually walk through a step-by-step process that we have. And so our goal is to get you as close to contract as possible. And some of the things that we're even going to be launching here is in the future and stuff, kind of some of the sneak peeks is we're going to be doing live transfer.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to be having that as an option in the future. And so, there was a lot that went on with the whole TCPA
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were all ready to go with it. And we ended up building out a lot of really cool systems for it. And then we were like, at the end, we were like, wait, what do we do with these? Well, guess what? We're going to make them into cool products for you guys.
Awesome.
And so the difference between a prospect and a lead, and this is what I really want to get into your mind, guys, is when you're going after these people, prospects, yes, they are cheap. Yes, they're easy to get a list of. I can go spend $100 and get thousands of them. But the cons with them are the low close rate, the time consuming, lots of no's, and sometimes choice other words. I'm sure you guys have heard those.
I've all been called those things.
I know. I totally understand that. I feel the pain there. It's frustrating. And then you also get nowadays, you get the legal action words like, oh, my lawyer is going to come after you and all this and that stuff. Then you get the low answer percentage and you have a low number of deals that come from them. So they just take a lot of time. And like we talked about, time is money. So if we're spending all of our time, we're actually wasting a lot of money. We all think in our minds like, oh, well, I can afford the time. Well, guess what? Maybe you can't afford the time. Maybe you need to save the time and go after something that might cost just a little bit more. It doesn't have to cost that much more, just a little bit. And so when we looked at a motivated lead, they have a high close rate. They save you time. You get a lot more yeses. And I haven't so far heard too many stories. I haven't heard really any stories of anybody calling a motivated seller lead that says, yes, I want to sell my home. And then the person cursing them out on the phone. No. Okay. They're motivated. They're ready to sell. They're like, hey, yeah, I'm interested. If the price is right, I'll sell my house. And so you get a high answer percentage and you get a higher number of deals from it. Now there are cons. The cost is higher. And I'm going to be straightforward with you. You're not going to get a list of 1,000 of them for $100, but you're also not going to have to call 1,000 phone numbers to get one yes. Like it just doesn't work the same. So and
that's really the beauty of PPL versus PPC. If I do PPC and I get 500 people, 500 responses over a few months, there is a big percentage of those that are just junk, but you still paid for them. You still averaged, $100 to $200 per lead, depending upon your market. In some places it could be even more.
Oh yeah, and you think about it this way. So PPL is pay per lead, PPC is pay per click.
Right.
So whether that person fills out anything or not, goes through any part of your process, even if you have the best process in the world, you're paying for that click.
Exactly.
And so that's something just to always remember. And so the big thing is that they do cost more and you need a good source of them. Well, we try to do our best at bringing the price down and giving you a great source of them. So if your goal is to close more deals and save hours of time, then what do you guys want to do? Stop focusing all your time on prospects and start focusing in on the motivated leads. And I said getting close to that contract. So a lot of times people lose in this industry. I watch it all the time. People lose track of what the goal is. They get so caught up in lead generation, marketing, getting their signs out there, getting this out, and they forget that, oh, my goal is to get a deal. I don't get paid until I actually close the deal and everybody's paid. See, to me, a deal is everybody's paid. Like everybody's done, it's gone through the TC process. It's, gone to the table. It's been closed on, title's finished, everything's finished, checks are paid out. That's the deal. But I'll hear people say, oh, I got a deal, and they're holding up a contract. And they're like, I'm like, no, that's not a deal. That's not a deal. That's a contract. So we can't get you contracts. If we got you contracts, then that just means that we're a really good real estate company and we might as well just close them. And so what we do is we try to get you as close to the contract as possible. We have the leads answer key questions and go through our proprietary system. We also then have key data points, and we actually use AI to start to cross-reference these data points. Now we're integrating more and more AI into the system, making sure that the lead is qualified or disqualified. And then if it's disqualified, what we do is we get rid of it. We actually do not put that on our marketplace.
Oh, wow.
And then the next thing that we do is we have quality control. So just in case we have that quality control and that human side of it, because we have the quality control AI, but then we also have a human side of it. And so that we deal with it that way on the third time. And then no matter what, we also guarantee this lead. So we all know that there are those people that can slip through anything. They fill out the form, they say all the right things. You call them up on the phone and they're like, wait, yeah, I don't actually own that house. I'm actually trying to get a quote for a friend. Yeah. it's like we've seen it. And so we guarantee the lead and you get your money back on anything.
I love that. That's fantastic.
So far, everybody tracking? Can I get some yeses, some thumbs up, stuff like that? I like stuff in the room.
I think it's great too. Let you know everybody's paying attention and spools me up to get better chats.
Yeah, exactly. And it keeps me making sure that I'm not putting anybody to sleep in here. So. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the number 2 thing that I want to talk about. And that's why some investors are crushing it and others are not. So there's 4 things that I have found over my years of just being on the back end of a lot of the systems and the processes inside of these companies. Yeah. So like I said, I got into I was in the marketing space for over 20 years, business marketing. And then I got into the REI space, but I didn't enter the traditional way where I saw a course and I purchased a course, or I found somebody and I started following them. I was actually asked to come into somebody's business on the back end, set up systems, processes, build out all their software, all that kind of stuff, and put that all together for their business. So I got to see a lot of things on the back end that other people were not getting to see. And I did this for multiple people in multiple businesses and some of the biggest coaches in the space that are out there right now, actually. Mm-hmm. So I got to do that. And I always had preconceived ideas what these 4 things were. And so do other people. And I watch this and I watch good salesmen sell people into things that they might not always need. So the 4 things are not a website. Okay. A website's nice to have, but you don't need to go out and spend $5 grand, 10 grand. I've watched guys do this in the wholesaling space, in the industry, and they've spent 10 grand on a website just to get going, or even $5 grand on a landing page. And I'm like, don't do that. Like, you can set up a pretty quick and easy landing page or website, and there you go. You're good to go. It's not some magic list. We all hear about the water list. We all hear about the foreclosure list.
Yeah, there's no, perfect. We talk about that a lot. My God, there is no secret list.
Yeah. Yeah. And my favorite one is I think it was a few weeks ago. It was a few weeks ago or like a month or 2 ago. And some guy just said something about the water list. And I was like, dude, wait, what year of YouTube videos are you watching?
He's still on 2004.
Exactly.
He hasn't worked his way forward yet.
I'm like, do you realize if you're saying that, how many other people are saying that as well? And so it's not the water list. It's not a magic list. It's not some connection. Okay. Like I said, I came from the coaching space. I was behind the scenes with a lot of coaches, and a lot of them taught a lot of really great things. And I'm sure David's had some really good coaches. I know I've had some really good coaches. Yeah. And they're awesome to have. But it's not like I walk into their event or walk into the room with them, sit down with them, and all of a sudden it just all happens. Okay. It's important to always be learning. It's always important to surround yourself with great people. But this isn't the thing that's going to make you crush it day to day. And it's not some amazing closer on your team. Now, this one, it took me a while to get over this hump, because I watched a lot of teams with a lot of great closers, guys that would win awards, that would go out there and do this and do that and all this and that stuff. And I was like, man, it's got to be the closer. That's what makes the show. And the closers all will tell you they're what makes the show, obviously.
Right.
But I learned very quickly when I met a company that was hiring all of their real estate closers from the local grocery store managers. They were taking grocery store managers, teaching them about real estate. Yep.
Interesting.
And it was a local wholesaling business, and their numbers were phenomenal. And I was like, holy cow, this is crazy to watch. But they said they're just so people friendly and oriented. And they can just, once we teach them real estate, they just catch it and they just go.
Yeah. I was in retail for like 20 years, and I would say grocery guys are very hardworking, you know, very relational.
Their follow-up is very good. A lot of times in the closers game, closers like to close. They don't like to follow up.
Right.
And we'll talk about that in a minute. So the 4 things that I have seen is, first off, quality motivated seller leads. If you don't have good leads, if you don't have a good lead coming in, then who are you calling? Like, that's where the cold calling comes in then. And you're just running and gunning all the time, just smiling and dialing. And so I see, if you have a good quality motivated seller lead, you have to have a steady flow of those. I can offer you guys all $1 million lead right now and say, hey, here's $1 million lead. You'll make $1 million if you close it. But the stipulation is you can never have another lead for the rest of your life. And if you think of it that way, and you start to think of things that way, you're not going to want $1 million lead. You can't grow a business off that. You can't grow a process off that. What I'd rather have is just every single day to have $10,000 leads flowing. Leads that I can make 10 grand off of just all day long, just bringing them in.
Yeah. Over and over.
Steady flow. Exactly. Over and over. Speed to lead. It's in our name. Follow up. So making sure you're following up. Follow up is king. Fortune is in the follow up. And then that they're always learning. And everybody here today, I want to give you a thumbs up. You guys are on that track. So I don't even need to really talk about that. But if you're here today, you're learning. You're always learning. And it's not, like I said, it's not about standing next to that coach, standing next to that mentor, standing next to that person. It's about learning and then implementing what you've learned. So Rudy, one of the guys on our platform, he bought 5 motivated seller leads, closed 2 deals from them.
Jeez.
Now, what's cool, I picked Rudy's to go first here because Rudy says that we are the most human of all the other pay-per-lead people out there. That was a big deal to me because in a world that's AI, in a world that, people are always selling something, I'm a big fan of just human interaction and relationships. That's how I've always done business. And that's what's gotten me to where I am today. So Rudy bought 5 leads from us. He was skeptical. He's like, I don't know about this. And he closed 2 deals. Nice. Then we got Marcus. Spent $50 in a motivated seller lead, made $10,000.
Holy smokes.
That's some good ROI there.
That's excellent ROI. So in the chat, if you could spend $50, and I'm not saying that every single time you spend $50, you're going to get 10,000. But if you could spend $50 and make 10,000, how often would you do that? How often would you spend $50 to get $10,000 in the chat?
As often as possible.
Exactly. As often as possible. Then we got Misty. Now, see, this is where it comes in. And I wanted to show this because this is, a lot of people will get, $50. I'm going to go make a 10,000. No, Misty spent $2,000 and she got 3 contracts. Now, she doesn't say here how many how much per contract, all this and that, but she did do novations on 2 of them and put them on the MLS. And then the other one was not novations. But the fact is 3 contracts, $2,000 is still a good deal. The cost per contract and the cost per deal today, I'm hearing from guys when I'm getting on interviews and talking with different guys behind the scenes, the guys that are doing big flow, they're anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 cost.
It's exactly what we're getting.
Yeah.
Exactly what we're getting.
Yeah. And it just depends on your market. So I'll take 3 contracts for $2,000. Like
every day.
Even if only one of those in the end goes through, I still beat out the average. And then Austin here, first lead, 27,750. Now there was some JVing going on in this deal, so he didn't get to walk away with all that, but he got to walk away with 7,500 of this because he had a bunch of other people in on this deal as well. So still a good deal for his first lead. And like we were talking about, that 1 in 10, 1 in 15 close rate. It happens where you just happen on to the best, the great lead out of the gate. And then Ron, people always say, stay away from small towns, stay away from, little places in the country or like in Oklahoma, like Ron here, where he focuses on. Well, Ron has it down, $174 in leads, $7,000.
Nice.
Maybe not as nice as 50 to 10,000, but still a good deal.
Good return.
And then, yeah, good return, good ROI on that. And then Casey, 2 deals sold in 2 days on our deal speed. I'm not going to dive a lot into deal speed today. I will show it just so you guys are aware of it, because it's a dispo platform, because it's always the question, what's next? Like, I did acquisitions, now I got to dispo it. So we will show it, but we won't dive deeply into it. And so we're really more than just a PPL company. We are focused on partnering with you in marketing. So we really believe that if we are not succeeding at getting you the best motivated seller leads available today, then we're losing. And so it's constant in our chat, in the back end of our chat, in our Slack channel. It's awesome to watch, because there's just always constant. How can we do this better? Oh, how can we do that better? If we get a customer support ticket, it's talked about, it's gone through. Oh, wait, what's going on with this one, and stuff like that. So we are constantly working with our customers and growing. And every single day, I believe that we are getting better, because it's a constant thing that we're focused on.
Perfect.
So then the third thing that I want to talk about today is the most important factor once you get the leads dialed in. I talked about these 4 things. I talked about how I can get you the quality of seller leads. Okay. I can get you quality motivated seller leads. And I talked about how I can get you a steady flow of them, so you're not stuck with just one lead. You have a steady flow where you can go and grab those leads. And I'll show you that in just a minute here. I also talked about how you're always learning. You're here, you're listening to me, you're learning. You're with David, you're learning, you're growing. The one thing that investors need to focus more on is follow-up. It's the number one thing I see people failing at every single day. And people are always like, you hear people say, oh man, well, if I get by a non-exclusive lead and, 3 other people have that, then I'm not going to get it. Well, first off, with that attitude, you're definitely not going to get it. Second off, just know that if you have a decent, not a great, just a decent follow-up game, you will probably be the one to get it, because in this industry.
Man, I love that. That was one thing I would always tell our team is I'll put our team up against anybody else in the country, because we just do the basics, like over and over and over. We pick up the phone, we call people, and you could buy that $1 million lead. What if they're in the bathroom when you call them the first time? Oh, this lead sucks. This real estate's a scam. None of this works. I'm going to write a bad review. No, man, you got to call over and over and over again until you get them. These people, I don't know about you, but we tracked when our PPC leads came in. It was like the highest rate was at 2 a.m. on a Sunday night, right? These people are in distress, right? They're looking for somebody to come in and save the day. They went to a site, they filled out all this information. They're like, please come help me. Give them more than one call, people. Don't be lazy. Get out there, go do this. These people are asking for a lifeline. If you are one of the lazy people, Jonah or Chloe or, Ella, somebody else that's on here is going to be the person who's making that 3rd, 4th, 5th follow-up call, and we'll get them, Pick up the phone, talk to people.
You will be out call. If you're not following up, you're going to just be outperformed every single day. And I met with an agent the other day, and she does cash offer and listing as well, both. And she was telling me that because of her team's follow-up, they get a 90% appointment booking rate.
Yeah.
And people are always jealous of that. And and they're like, but the point is put the work in, get the follow-up going.
Yep.
If you need some automations in place to remind you or to help you, do it. But in the end, get the follow-up.
This is a simple business, guys. This is so simple. You can explain it to a 3rd grader. My partner has a saying. She says all the time, if you do the thing works. Like, I hate to be so Forrest Gump stupid about stuff, but my God, just do the thing. Like, I'm telling you, we close thousands and thousands of deals every single year for wholesalers across the country. Wholesaling works. Yeah. But you got to do the thing.
Yeah. It's kind of like, and I use a plumber analogy, because people in real estate, they just, for some reason, can't step out of it and take a look at it, especially newbies. Like, you get in this mode, and I've been there. I know what it's like. And, the plumber analogy, I feel, is kind of the one that just drives it home. And basically, I want you to think about it this way. Everybody in here, I want you to think about it this way. I don't care if you have 5 bathrooms in your home. I just took them all away. You have 1. I don't care if you have 2 people in your home. I just added more. You have 6.
Mhm.
So here's the thing. You have 1 bathroom, 6 people. And I'm not saying this from experience on the 1 bathroom issue, but I'm saying this from experience. Out of 6 people, there's going to be someone out of those people. It might be the 4-year-old. It might be the 15-year-old. Somebody is going to get something in that toilet and it's going to go down and clog it up.
Someone's
Okay?
flushing a GI Joe or a Barbie.
Exactly. It's and so is socks going down, a toy is going down, a
That's
lid
where my
for
socks
something.
are at. God darn it.
Exactly. And so let's say you got 1 bathroom, you got 6 people, and some item is now causing the toilet to back up. Are you going to go down to the 7-Eleven forever? No, you're going to call somebody to get them out there. You're going to go on Google, you're going to search, and you're going to find somebody. Now, the cool news about this is that 78% of customers, and this is a true stat, 78% of customers purchase from the company who responds first.
Yeah, I believe that.
So if you're there when they have a problem, they're most likely going to just go with you.
Right.
And so I get on the phone, got this backup problem. I need the toilet working, get on the phone, see the first plumber. I'm not going to go down to the 5th one. I'm going to start at the first, call him up. Nobody answers the phone. No voicemail, no nothing. Do I wait for him to call me back? See my missed call? No. Move on.
Grandma's got to go to the bathroom. We need the
toilet. Exactly. So I'm calling the next one. Next one, at least he has a voicemail. Leave a voicemail, but I'm moving on to the next one. Why? Because I'm not going to wait.
Yep.
Call the third one. The third one is a little smarter. Now, if he can't answer his phone all the time, which nobody can, so don't think that you can. And I've had people tell me, "Oh, I answer every single time," and then I call them and
bullshit.
they don't answer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You didn't." I always text them, "You didn't answer every single time." So this guy's a little smarter. He has a call center. They pick up the call. We can be out in 20 minutes. What am I going to do? Am I going to call the next one? No.
Nope. Done.
End of the game. It's finished.
Yeah.
Real estate's the same way. Sellers don't care who buys their home. They don't care if Chloe buys the home, if Angel buys the home, if Robert buys the home.
Yeah.
They don't care if David buys the home. They don't care if I buy the home. They do not care. It's not like this. Oh my gosh, David Olds is buying my home. It's all exciting.
They don't care.
They don't.
3 people in the country would care. The rest of them don't.
But that, that goes to the point where these people are losing sleep.
Yep.
Right? They have a problem that they need to solve. They are so desperate. They want this so bad. They're at 3 a.m. Googling who can buy my house fast. How do I sell my house fast? Whatever the right keyword is.
Yep.
And then they fill out all that information. And just what you said, if nobody calls them back from, Tim Terrific's home buying group, then they go to the next one, and then they go to the next one, and they land on your site. You can be the 5th person they go to. Just call them back.
Yep. Just stay in
the
the game.
Get on the phone, people.
And like we're saying here, the seller doesn't care who.
Right.
They just want to get what they want or need out of the home. So sometimes they have this desire, this one, and this all comes down to calling them and knowing how to talk to them and work with them a little bit. But a lot of times they have a want, but the need is more important than the want. So if you can figure out how to get to that need and say, hey, okay, we can take care of that. Check. If you are taking care of them and building rapport with them and you're not being a jerk to them, check. And then if you're on top of things and you know a little bit, you don't even have to know a ton. You don't have to know everything about real estate. I've actually met people who've been in education communities. They jump from one to the next community.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how long have you been in real estate? 3 years. How many deals have you done? I'm still working on my first. How many people have you called? And they just give you that deer in the headlight stare. And it's like, well, that's why you're still working on your first.
Dude, I was speaking at this event last year. I've told the story a couple of times down in Clearwater. And I started, with the RIA over 20 years ago in Central Florida. So I'm at this with my partner, Heather, we're speaking at Jack Bosch's event, and I've got this table and this guy comes up and I'm like, I kind of recognized him. He says his name. I'm like, Joe, whatever. Hey man, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. How's it going? And we're chit chatting. I'm like, hey, this is a great event. Jack teaches land. This is going to be really good. Are you looking to add that into your investing mix? He's like, yeah, man, I hope I get my first deal soon. I can just feel it. I felt like I got kicked in the chest by a horse. I'm like, 20 years, bro. I thought you were doing deals back then.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'm telling you, it shook me. I'm like, wow. And still paying to come to events. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say that this is totally off script for me, but coming from the ClickFunnels world, I spent a lot of time in the ClickFunnels world. I was on Russell Brunson's speaking team. And coming from that world, I saw people who would be on event highs.
Yes, they're like junkies.
Yeah, it's just like, what's the
Speakers
next
have a
event?
different word for
What's the
them,
next
but yeah,
event?
they just
Yeah.
go to all of the events and just want to hang out.
Yep. And then I've also watched people who run events do the same thing. Like they set up an event and then, oh, wait, when's our next one? We have to do it again.
Oh, God.
And it's just this event high, or it's this high on, learning. Guys, get out there and do it. If you know just a little bit about what you're talking about, that's all that matters. You have to understand the contract and how to get the people to the contract. That is it right now. That's your focus.
And if you're worried about competition, this is the competition. It's at best a sea of mediocrity, as Kent Clothier says. At very best, same thing. We would drive around and people would put up these "We Buy Houses" signs, and I would call them. Dude, I would call 8 or 10 people in a new city before I get one person to answer. Like, bro, I know how hard putting out bandit signs are. You went out and did this, and you don't answer the phone. Like, you don't even call back, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so
he's out there putting out more bandit signs.
Yeah. Like, exclusive leads are awesome, man. But if you want to be on even more of a budget, buy the other ones. Just be the guy who calls people back. You're going to win. Do the thing. The thing works.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if I can just drive that home, guys, follow up, be on the phone, because they don't care who gets on the phone with them as long as you get them close to what they want or need, that you're taking care of them, building rapport. You're not being a jerk. And a little bit about what you're talking about. You're not saying stupid answers to them. Like, you're talking about what you know, and that's it. If you don't know an answer, just be like, hey, I'm going to have to check into that for you. And be honest. Don't make something up. So today we talked about how you can stop wasting time and money on the wrong leads. We talked about why some investors are crushing it and others are not. And we talked about the most important factor once you get the leads dialed in, which is that follow-up. So now what I'd like to do is I want to jump into the platform. Can I go ahead and get some thumbs up, some yeses, so I can jump into this platform? I'm actually going to show you guys.
Guys, I know we have a lot of people watching this because somebody just jumped over to YouTube, and we've got dozens and dozens of people there and on Facebook. So
awesome.
Let us know that you're watching this, and we might have something special for you.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have some special stuff. So this is our marketplace. So when you sign up for a paid or free account, it doesn't matter which one you sign up for. When you sign up, this is where you will come. It is our lead feed. Now, if you're on the free account, this will say 21 days. On the paid account, it says 60 days. Okay. So that's the only big difference in what you're going to see on a free or a paid. If you are in a premium account, which is like like an add-on, it's an upgrade. You get to see a little bit more. Our premium people, they pay $89 a month, and they get to see all of this on the leads before they buy. So we go in here, I can see, the repairs needed. I can see, what type of home is it? A single family, a multifamily, a trailer. I can see square footage. So if I'm looking and I'm like, you know what? I don't do anything below 1,000 square feet. I would know I'm moving on from this lead. I would also know if I see where it's at. I don't want to be way out there in the country. Then I can move on from that. If I want to do that, then I can. So as I go in, I'm scrolling down, I see the lead feed, and I just look through the leads. I can also filter them. So if I wanted to go in, and let's say I was in Texas, let's just go into Texas. So I'm going to jump into Texas, and I want to see everything from Texas only. I could also filter down by county if I wanted to do that. So I drop into Texas, and I can start just going through figuring out what's on the market right now, what's coming in. And so these are our exclusive leads. As you can see right here, it says exclusive.
Yeah, Michael, do this because I think it's a little blurry when people have magnified it. Just take one lead and just kind of go line by line what all the stuff that's there, just so they can get a feel for what they're getting.
Totally can do that. So I'm going to grab this one in Waco right here. Cool. So in Waco, Texas, I can see the comps on it. So it lists me out a bunch of comps. Oh
man, that's awesome.
So now I can choose the dates on those comps. Like I can look at how many miles it is, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom. I can kind of like square it up. It'll also tell you the percentage of closeness it is to basically the match, the similarity match. And so you can choose your 5 comps from that list if you'd like to do that. Then it gives you the city it's in. It gives you the county codes. It gives you when it came into our platform. Tells you how many orders are on it. This is exclusive, so it's going to always have 0 on it. Once you buy it, it won't be on here. It tells you where this one came in, how it came in. Make sure it tells you if the verified phone number with SMS confirmation, all that stuff. So all the verification process it's gone into. And then it tells you this is a countdown to going to our JV partners, or also going to our active and sale leads, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then right here, I'm going to jump down more data. So this will start getting into the motivation, the type of seller. So this person's relocating. So they may be really motivated because they have to sell their home in like a month because they're relocating and they need to get it sold fast. They may have a little bit more lead time. It'll also say how fast. So they are ASAP. So they're relocating ASAP. If it was 2 months away, they'd actually put that time in there, and we would know and be able to pass that on to you. You can tell if it's owner occupied, if they own the property or not. Is there a mortgage? And there's no mortgage on this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. So, and then is it listed with an agent? No, it is not.
Man, I want to call that lead.
No, I know. Sometimes I'll see some on here like, dude, this is awesome.
Wants to move now, owns it free and clear. Ooh, please.
Yeah. And then
anything but that.
Yeah. With the premium, then you start to see, so repairs needed. It's fully renovated, updated in the past 2 years. Boom. Oh my gosh. Now, so there's a lot of options on this. Now, I know it's not distressed, but that's why I always tell people, you got to know the options. Like there may be a lead that you need some different type of option on. You maybe need, seller finance option. You may look at, a sub 2 option. You may look at a novation. You may look at all different things. There's tons of options that you can start looking at. Single family.
So could I just search for like everybody who says they're free and clear nationwide?
No, you cannot search that, but
this is how you know this is a real conversation and not scripted, because I didn't know that.
Yeah. So let's see here. I always play with new stuff. I've actually never tried this, so this is going to be fun. Remember, I'm in Texas now. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. So all I did is put, there is no mortgage in the search right here.
And it gave it to you?
And it gave it to me.
Bam, baby.
There you go.
There you go.
Talk about shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So that's the fun part. Like the filters, you can put them right into here. And I've done it on a ton of other things. I've never tried it on that one.
Come on, man. That's how real investors should be thinking.
Exactly.
How do we do this with the least resistance possible?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what I want to show you guys too is, because some of you have probably seen, $300, $305, it gets expensive, like exclusive leads here. It's in the first 24 hours. Yeah. But what we have is we also have active leads and we have sale leads. So an active lead is over 24 hours. Yeah. And a sale lead is over 48 hours. And it's attached to our coupon club. So what I want to do is I'm going to get rid of Texas. I'm going to go nationwide sale leads. And so now I'm going to show you kind of how this works. So you've got leads right here. It's 281. Yeah. Okay. It was 330. It's $50 off. That's not that good of a deal, but watch this. So I go in and I set it up to buy it. I put in a code. If I'm part of Coupon Club, I put in a code. I apply the code. I take it from $281 to $29. Why? Because I spend $199 a month to be able to to save over $200 on that lead.
That's insane. Are we going to be able to do that?
Yes, you will.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to be able to do more, because I showed you premium.
Yeah.
I showed you Coupon Club. I'll show you a bunch of other stuff that you're going to be able to do.
I just want, in the comments, if you're watching this, who wants to go from, what'd you say, 181 to 29?
No, 281.
281.
229. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch. So it's, you can go through and you can do it all day long. People are always like, well, how many codes do I get a month? As many as you want. Like, wow. Buy as many as you want. And I will say this, I'm going to say this as a disclaimer. Coupon Club is right now $29 per sale lead. Okay. So that's the 48 hours old or older. Okay. Active leads, you can get a $59 coupon code for 24 to 48 hours, you can get 59. But the $29 leads will be going up. We do not have a set date yet. So they will be going up to $49. If you join Coupon Club before they go up, you'll be grandfathered in. So that's just something to always remember. You'll be grandfathered in. We have guys that are grandfathered in to last time's price and the time before's price. And so just remember, if you do buy Coupon Club now, then you'll be grandfathered into that $29, even when we go up to $49 or $59 or whatever.
Which is still a deal, but yeah,
Yeah.
lock it in.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. It's still a deal, but I always say lock it in because I do know we are going up. We did a release where we were going to go up and then we held back just a little bit and we said, okay, we're going to actually give people a chance to get in and actually lock themselves in. Another thing is people always ask about CRM. This is a demo account. I need to buy some leads in this account so you guys can actually see my CRM, but you can see here, all the leads will drop right into here.
Nice.
If you just need a basic CRM, that's all this is. This is a basic CRM.
Yeah.
But if you have your own, you can integrate with that right here. It's hooked up to our Zapier, so it'll all be taken care of for you. All you do is just walk right through this and it'll hook right into your system. We do also have Deal Speed, which is our disposition software. I'm not going to dive deeply into it, but you guys can see here, we've got properties that are listed nationwide for sale. You go on here, you get a deal under contract, you can list it on here. You have a portfolio that you want to sell off some stuff, you sell it on here. I always tell people, and I'm going to just say this because this picture popped up with this guy right here. Okay, guys, when you are presenting a deal, think as an end buyer.
Oh my gosh. That was the thing that I used to do was to teach dispo, and it would drive me crazy. There'd be, your main pictures of like the rusted arrow shed in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm just going to pop on I'm going to click. I've never clicked on this property. I actually have never done this one. So I'm clicking in to show you guys. Okay. Now see this.
That looks good.
This is good.
Be nice if you could have got that little old Ford Ranger out of the way, but otherwise it looks good.
So I get to see, I get to even see where it's at. Wow, they went above and beyond. I never have seen this one.
Oh, that's a Matterport. We used to do those.
Yeah, I've never seen that one on one of these dispos. But now we have the layout. You can see it. Okay, good pictures. Look at this. And even if it's a terrible property, okay, here we go. So, well, that's not that bad. That doesn't look like a hoarder or anything. But if it's a hoarder, show that it's a hoarder, because as an end buyer, I want to see, what am I dealing with here?
Yeah.
What am I going to be purchasing? What am I going to be dealing with? And so, so make sure you give a lot of photos as an end buyer. Now, see, I'm real picky. So I saw that right there initially. Ooh, I would love to see, that's the first thing I'm going to be asking is, hey, what is that? Because I'm trying to figure out if that's mold or if that's, I don't know. It looks kind of like a mold pattern. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be thinking as an end buyer. So I want you guys to always think that way when you list on the platform, as you're using the software, as you're going through and stuff like that. We have over 6 million buyers nationwide now on our platform. And we're constantly scrubbing, cleaning those buyers, making sure we're pulling off the ones that aren't worth having. And something really cool is, watch this. So if you have Deal Speed and you have a free account or any other account on the acquisition side, check this out. So now, hold on, let me pull off. What do I have? I have some type of, no, I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, I have my status set. Let's just go to exclusive. We're just going to go exclusive right now. There we go. So now you can see here, wherever I am, I can see buyers in the county. So those are all St. Louis, Missouri. So now here we go. So now we have, look at that. In the city, I know I have that many buyers on the platform. In their county, I have that many. And so it'll tell you how many buyers on Deal Speed in those areas of the house that you are purchasing the lead to. And so it's kind of just a little sneak peek look at that. So it's just something to always remember.
Nice.
So, yeah. So who in here thinks that you can jump on a platform, search it, pick a property, buy the lead, even pop in the $29 coupon code, and then call them on the phone?
Oh, piece of cake. And I love that you can just cherry pick exactly what you want. Because I will tell you, when we ran massive PPC campaigns, I would target Atlanta, but I would get Savannah. like I would get deals so far out of where I was actually looking for. Just because maybe the person in Savannah happened to be in Atlanta and it popped up on their phone, right? Or whatever it was. So, it's not anybody's fault, but it just happens. But I paid for that lead and I just didn't necessarily want it. And honestly, Savannah's a bad example. It's usually some, it's Dahlonega, where there's 14 people and 1,000 college kids, right?
It's like a Beattyville, Kentucky, when you're trying to get
right.
Tampa.
Yeah, there's a pond, an outhouse, and a frog with 3 legs. It's a worthless area, but yet I paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. And that's why we like to simplify it. And we like to basically give you the option to search. You can find it where you want. You pick it, you buy it, you use that coupon code if you got Coupon Club, and then you move on and you serve them.
Nice.
And so
Love it.
if you could have all the quality motivated seller leads, access to all the leads on the platform, just like I showed, do you believe that you could close more deals in 2025? And with a yes or no, even, but with a yes.
Yeah, say no, man. If you think it's no.
Yeah, if you think it's no, give me a no. I have no problem with good feedback. But I also want you to also tell me what the goal number of deals you want to do this year are. So
let's go. Jonah, I know you got a number. Put it up there.
Does everything pop into our channel chat here?
I'm not sure the Facebook people are popping in there, but I know for sure the YouTube is.
Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, so if you think that having the fresh motivated seller leads coming in, steady flow would help you, give me a yes. Number of deals you want to do in 2025. And so earlier I mentioned I would share two options, a free and a paid. Can I go ahead and share that now? Give me some yeses.
Absolutely.
Yeah, David's like, go.
I'm ready,
I
man.
want to see this.
Dude, I want to start calling some people.
So I talked about the premium data. I talked about the Coupon Club as low as $29. You will be locked in if you get Coupon Club here today. And then also a whole bunch of other stuff I talked about. And so I talked about how you're going to have a $0 option and you're going to have a paid option. I talked about the $100 for just signing up. So it doesn't matter which one you sign up for today, you'll get $100 of bonus balance added to your account. And so what I want to talk about is I want to talk about Platinum. Platinum gives you access to the real motivated seller leads that I showed you on the platform that are constantly coming in every single day, 10,000 leads every single month. Okay. Pick the leads you want. Okay. So you get to pick through the leads you want. Yes, you can go sign up for fixed price mode. Yes, you could even become a PPC client of ours if you want to do that in the future. But right now, you can start where you want and you can start picking the leads that you want in the areas you want. You get live comps on all the leads. As you saw that one, I mean, it was like, it was too many comps. So you just got to go in and pick out which ones that are the closest and the best for you. Built-in lead CRM, or you can connect it to your CRM. You get real human customer support. I like to say real human because we are real humans.
Yeah.
As you guys saw in that testimony, it was about that human interaction. That's why he went with us. And you will get the 60-day lead guarantee, not the 21-day lead guarantee. So we talk about follow-up. I push follow-up. You got 60 days to follow up with this person. If on day 59, you talk to them again and they turn around and they say, you know what, I just really don't want to sell my home. Or, you know what, I decided to list it with an agent. You reach out to us, show us that, and boom, you will get a refund on that. So you'll get premium data on all your leads. That's being able to see that square footage, see how much land it has, see how many bedrooms it has, all that stuff that you want to see sometimes before you go purchasing a lead. You want to kind of see, okay, what can I do with this property in this area? You're going to get Coupon Club, which it gives you that $29 code. It also gives you the $59 code for the active leads. So you'll get access to Coupon Club and you will be grandfathered in with Platinum. So Platinum will grandfather you in. You're also going to get $90 a month in bonus credits. Okay. So every single month, we're just going to add $90 in free credits to your account. And so you'll be able to spend that. Like if you want to go to Coupon Club and buy 3 leads with that, boom, there you go. You got 3 leads every single month to go ahead and buy it. And then you can add to your account for any more that you want to purchase. Plus, we're going to throw in 6 months of deal speed for you to give that a try. I know that a lot of you might be on your first deal. So you might be thinking, yeah, I won't need deal speed right now. So maybe 6 months so you have access for it. When you do close that first deal, then you can go ahead and list it on deal speed. Plus, you're going to get a 60-day money back guarantee on the subscription. So if you get to day 55 and you're like, you know what? This just isn't what I thought it was going to be. I actually haven't even seen a property on here, which I know you're going to see properties on here. Okay. You're going to see them. They're coming in every day, all day long. And so you're going to see that. But if you don't, if for some reason you don't, you just don't think this is what I was telling you about, then you can go ahead and ask for money back. And there you can have it. And if you decide, hey, I want to go breed poodles and start showing poodles, then go spend your money on a poodle. And you want to get out of real estate, that's your choice. So today, you're going to get real motivated seller leads. You're going to get pick your own leads where you want, when you want. You're going to get live comps on all your leads. You're going to get a built-in lead CRM or connect them to yours. You're going to get real human customer support. You're going to get 60-day lead guarantee. You're going to get premium data, which is $89 a month normally. You're going to get Coupon Club, which is $199 a month. Sorry. You're going to get $90 in credits, bonus credits. Now, bonus credits are not refundable. We can't like just refund them to you. If you have a bunch of bonus credits on your account, we can't refund that. We also can't refund them on leads because it's free money that we're just giving out to you. But you can use them on any lead that you choose to use them on. And then you're going to get 6 months of deal speed. And the cool thing about this is, so deal speed is not like super expensive afterwards. It's only normally $239 a month. So deal speed's normally $239 a month as a dispo software. That's a decent price. But because you're platinum, you will be locked into the $99 a month price after the 6 months.
Wow.
So, and that's your price from here on in. You'll be at $99 a month. So you will be saving. And I don't see that anywhere else. I have not seen $99 on deal speed anywhere. So total value is $59.70. Now, this is real value. Okay. If I go on the site today, I didn't charge for any of this, obviously. Most guys, they put like $1,000 here, $10,000 here. I hate that. It drives me nuts as a consumer.
That's the Dan Kennedy way.
Exactly. I just don't like it. I've never liked it. It's always bugged me. So I got to do it my way and say, if you go on the platform and buy this for $89 a month, that's how much you'll pay in a year. If you go on and buy this for $199 a month, that's how much you'll pay in a year. If you go on and just get $90 a month, that's how much you'll pay in a year. And if you get deal speed for 6 months for $239, that's how much we'll pay in a year. And you're going to continue to save every single month after that. But I'm not going to charge you that today. What we're going to do is we're going to do a yearly package. And yes, it is yearly. So you can cancel if you want at the end of the year, or you can get locked into this price and be like, hey, no matter what, if this goes up, if this goes away, you get platinum. You get to stay at $27.99 a year.
Wow.
Now, I'm a numbers guy, so I like to know how much am I paying a month? $233 a month. Okay. If you just did these two alone, that'd be $288 a month. But remember, we're going to add in the $90. So let's just minus that from there. So that's like paying in subscriptions $143 a month for that coupon club and that premium data on all your leads, plus the deal speed. And so you're getting everything for basically $233 a month minus your lead costs that you're going to get those extra bucks on. Yeah. And there you go.
Wow. Pretty cool.
So
I love it.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to drop in to the chat. And hold on. I don't know if I have access to do that.
You should. It's the little box to the right. Should chat. I think it's down at the bottom on our side.
Okay. I've got private chat. That is it.
Drop it in there and I'll move it over.
Perfect. That sounds good. There we go.
Got it.
And that will bring you to this page. At that point in time, you can choose which package you want to go with. I'm going to take you back over here real quick. And because I understand that a lot of people here sitting here today, it's your first deal. It's your first chance. You're sitting here going, you know what? $2,700 for a whole year. I can't imagine. I would love to do that. I can't imagine doing it right now because I don't need a year. I need the next couple months just to get going. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a $799 package for your first 3 months. And then it's $299 a month after that.
Oh man, that's amazing.
And you're just going month to month at that point. And I know I'll get this question when we open this up for questions here. If I do the $799 and if at the end of the 3 months, can I upgrade to the yearly if I get my first deal? Yes, you can. Reach out to us and you can upgrade to the $27.99 a year from this. So that's an absolutely yes. We will do that because we understand what it's like to be getting started. Yeah. We've all been there. And we want to make sure that you are taken care of.
Cool. Appreciate that. That's pretty awesome.
So let's go ahead and open it up for some questions here.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you laid it out there, but guys, if you have any questions, I know we have people watching on all the 3 or 4 different Facebook groups on YouTube and on Instagram. If you have any questions, please drop them in here. But that's just, that's pretty good. Chloe didn't tell me it was going to be that good of a deal.
So just so everybody knows, this deal is only offered on trainings like this. We don't actually, if you called our sales team up like next week and we're like, hey, I want to get that platinum deal, they probably be like, sorry, you can't get that. Or they'd have to be like, they'd have to screen you and figure it out. So we have this opened up for the next roughly 24 hours. I opened it up a little bit longer for y'all. So we got, until tomorrow evening. And so you guys can go ahead and get in there and get this. I will tell you that if you can go for it, just go for it as quick as you can. Cause sometimes it's analysis paralysis. I know for me, and you do get that 60-day money back guarantee on it. So if it's not what we told you it was, if it doesn't work out, if we don't come and bring the value, then we will give you your money back, obviously.
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for those of you that did show up, because we had hundreds and hundreds of people who booked a call, and probably only half of them ever show up. So you guys get the advantage. Yeah, we're going to send this out to those people, but they are probably going to go to this site and it's not going to be there. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. So
yeah,
I guess you did such a good job explaining it. Nobody has questions.
Well, we'll give it a few more minutes. I just wanted to remind everybody of, Austin, his first lead on the platform, $27,750 he got. We had Ron, who did the $174 he paid, and he got $7,000 in return on that. Marcus, who did $50 into his lead, and $10,000 came out. And we've got thousands of others. And like I said in the beginning, the big question is, why not you?
Yeah.
And I think one of the best stories I've ever heard about investing in yourself was the story of Jim Carrey. And when he was, trying to become an actor, he wasn't making money. He wasn't doing well. Okay. He was struggling, and he took and he wrote himself a check. He wrote himself $1 million check and said, you know what? I'm going to cash this check on this date. And he set the date.
Wow.
And he literally landed a movie that paid him that plus more. And he literally was able to cash that check.
Nice.
And so invest in yourself. And whether it be this or whether it be something else, take the time to invest in yourself and your business.
Yeah.
Because you guys have a dream and a goal that you're going after. And so I always tell people, don't let anything get in the way of that dream or that goal. And this might be the perfect thing for you today. You might be like, yes, I need to do this. I need to do the yearly package, or I need to do this 3-month package. It may not be. You may be like, you know what? I'm going to head over there right now and I'm going to sign up for the free account because I can't do this stuff. I'm going to sign up for the free account. I got, a couple $100. I'm going to do the coupon club. I'm going to sign up for the free account. I'm going to go on to the platform. I'm going to come over here to Coupon Club and I'm going to sign up. Okay. So that might be something that you can do today, and you can't do these other two options. That's okay. You're taking the time to invest in yourself, and then you're taking action. And that's what it's really about, is taking action. It's like that follow-up. Take action, follow up, call, keep calling, because you'll be the person that outcalls everybody else.
Yeah. Just show up and do the thing. I get it. I remember, even though I've been doing this 22 years, I remember when I was back in the beginning and being at an event and it was an expo and going back there to the table and putting my credit card down and going, oh my God, I hope my wife understands. But, that course made me so much money. There are things in that course I'm still using 22 years later.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely amazing. So, yep, it's scary. All of it is scary. It's our own defense mechanisms of, don't go out of the cave and get eaten by the dinosaur, right? But the only way to get out of the cave and to do these things is you do have to invest. And leads are one thing that you can't, man, you could do it the hard way. I've done it the hard way. It just takes a lot of time. Never did I ever have the ability to just go online, scroll through, spin the wheel, and pick the exact deal in the exact city that I wanted, that fit the criteria that was what I was searching for, right? Like the deal in North Dakota might not be good for me, but somebody that lives there can absolutely crush it with that. So I think it's just amazing, what you guys are doing with PPL, and you absolutely created an industry here.
Yeah, no, it is something just totally, and what we do is very different than the other guys. I don't know if you have a chance to look at their stuff, like just having the coupon club alone.
Yeah.
The $29 leads. Like I always talk about this. It's about getting your reps in.
Mm-hmm.
And where else can you go get a $29 quality conversation as a newbie?
Yeah.
Nowhere. So if that's really what you're doing in the beginning is just getting your reps in, calling them, talking to them, having those conversations, and then boom, there's your deal.
Right.
Then that's it. And that's why we don't get rid of Coupon Club. People all actually ask with the TCPA stuff. They're like, oh, is it going away? No, it's not going away. We fought to figure out how to make it work, even with that stuff.
Cool.
Because
cool. Yeah, I was wondering about how you guys were gonna.
Yeah, we had a cool process, but now it's going to move into a different product, which is going to help you guys even more. So
awesome. We'll throw that screen back up there that kind of shows everybody, and I put the website in there, but just in case somebody wants to.
And it's just easyreiclosings.ispeedtolead.com.
Cool.
That's it.
Cool.
Is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, guys, the timer is clicking down. You know, this is a legitimate thing. You know, he told us ahead of time that this was only going to last for so long, so that's why we really pushed to get people on the live call. You know, the video replay will be out, but you know that option will not be there, so you'll be paying full price. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you. I'm in a lot of groups like RJ Bates where, you know, his entire group just lives and dies by these leads. So
they do.
It's an awesome alternative. You know, if you don't have the $180,000 a month or $50,000 a month to be running your own PPC campaigns, this is fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So cool. Michael, thank you so much, man, for coming on. I know I kept you about 15 minutes longer than we promised.
It was probably me too. So
no,
sorry.
It's okay. I love that. Well, it's me interrupting you all the time, but
no,
appreciate you over delivering, guys. Everybody who hung with us here till the end, thank you. You know, I appreciate you guys and your dedication to, you know, spending the time in the middle of a day to learn about this industry and how you can really come out and grow your business and really take it to the next level in 2025. And, you know, again, if there's anything I can ever do for any of you guys, please reach out to me or anybody on my team. And we are here for you. You know, buy these leads and let us, we're going to work out a great deal with iSpeed to Lead where we're going to come in and help you close all of those deals as well. We'll probably be talking about that very, very soon. And, you know, we're definitely going to work together a lot this year to really boost up the industry and make sure that more people are successful and, you know, really just hitting the goals and achieving the dreams that they set out for themselves on January 1st. So again, Michael, thank you so much, brother. I look forward to talking to you again next week.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Thank you so much.